points. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Now a draw play. This is Jones. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. The slot man in motion right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
From the 39, Winston forced out to his left. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Winston. That's taken in by Callaway. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2nd and 2. To the air again with Winston. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mitchell. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. That false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. King going to look to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's King. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Right back to Mitchell here. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. He's got a man, complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. King going to look to bring it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
On play action, now Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. An inside give to Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles, they tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
King going to look to bring it out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Parker hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this whip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
King going to look to bring it out.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3. Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Winston to throw for it on 4. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They're looking to throw this. Winston. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Here's Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Winston.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Play action now. Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary